And today I'll be teaching you how to do crab walks. Let's go ahead and take it down to the ground. We're gonna sit on our butts. Our knees are bent slightly at a 45-degree angle and our feet are flat on the ground. We're gonna bring our hands behind us to our sides with our fingers pointing away from our sides, and we're going to lift our booty up, coming into our starting position. You wanna make sure that your hands are stacked below your shoulders and your feet are stacked below your knees. Let's go ahead and begin. Keep your core up and walk your right hand and your left foot forward. Repeat with your other limbs. Repeat.
Sit up tall with the soles of your feet pressed together and your knees dropped to the sides as far as they will comfortably go. Pull your abdominals gently inward and lean forward from your hips. Grasp your feet with your hands and carefully pull yourself a small way forward. You should feel the stretch spread throughout your inner thighs, the outermost part of your hips and lower.
Straight up, put your arms to your side and keep your feet together. Next, you're gonna jump, bring your feet apart and then bring your hands over your head, moving them in an arcing motion. Now we're simply gonna return back to the starting position by jumping and bringing our feet back together and our arms back to the side. Once you get comfortable, go ahead and increase the speed.
Walking lunges are a great lunge variation. You start by standing straight with your arms at your sides. And from this position, step forward with your left leg to a position that is comfortable for you, and keeping it straight back, lunge down, then as you come up, step forward with your right foot and perform another lunge. And continue to alternate legs as you see here. You can also perform this exercise holding dumbbells to increase the difficulty. You can do
gaze up towards the sky, lifting your chest nice and high. As you bend your knees, I want you to place weight through the heels and sit back as if you're gonna sit in a chair. Keep your head and chest upright. Slide your hands down your thighs. You wanna end where your elbows meet your knees. So you're right here, chest is up, head is up. Hips are back, weight is on the heels. Really important to go all the way down. Most people are gonna get to about parallel with their thighs to the ground. From here, you wanna pause about 5 seconds. Keep the chest up as if you're showing your numbers on your jersey. You're gonna press through your heels as you come up. Press through the heels, come up nice and tall.
Let's start straight with the number 1, the body position. A push-up is not only a triceps, chest and shoulder movement. Most people neglect their tension in the abdominal muscles, the hips and the legs. Often they form an arched back and have a leg and body tension. To avoid this, tilt your pelvis backward and keep your butt squeezed tight. The movement gets a lot harder with this, but it's also more effective. The second point is the arm position. The arm position doesn't really matter in terms of the perfect execution. A perfect push-up can be done with a wide or a narrow grip, but it's important to place your wrists in a nearly vertical line under your shoulder when you do the standard push-up. There are still exceptions for that rule, for example when you are doing pseudo planche push-ups, which puts the focus more on your shoulder. Or when you're doing sphinx push-ups, which are a triceps dominant movement.
Here's how to do a sit-up. Seated position, you're gonna roll down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. This is a little more challenging move than the crunch. Feet are gonna go onto the floor comfortably, knees are gonna be a fist distance apart. You can scan the hands up the thighs, slowly coming up to a seated position. As you come back down, the spine rolls. Think about a strong C curve. So I want you to think about tucking under the hips, lifting up slowly, shoulders are down the spine, away from the ears. We wanna avoid choking the neck, let everything relax. If you need to, modify, you're grabbing onto the thighs as you come up. Exhale and inhale as you lower.
Think about the form here. It's exactly the same. You're still creating length in the spine, energy throughout now the back of the feet, and still length through the spine from the top of the head through the tailbone. Form is flawless. Great job.
That's how to do a wall sit. It's really gonna blast those glutes, hams, and quads. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get up against the wall like this, and you wanna push your hips, your lower back, and your shoulders all into the wall at the same time. You're gonna slowly walk your feet out, maintain a neutral spine, and you can come down so that as you sit, your legs get to a 90-degree angle. Now, some of you might not be able to do this yet. So if you can't, get a little higher, That way it takes less pressure off the muscles, or come down when you're at 90 degrees and put your hands on your knees like this. Now, if you can do it without putting your hands on your knees, you can either place them on your hips, you can place them up like this, or you can put them behind your head.
Leap. Begin standing erect. Sink down as you would in a basic squat. Swing your elbows past your rib cage. Powerfully thrust your hips forward and catapult your body into the air. Swing your arms forward and up as you do this for leverage. While airborne, triple extend through the knees, hips, and ankles.
Or as I call them, side lunge squats, are a great lunge variation. You start by standing straight with your hands together in front of your chest. From this position, step to your left to a position that is comfortable for your range of motion. Keeping a straight back, squat down, bending at your left knee, also keeping your feet flat on the ground. Again, to a position that is comfortable for you, then back up and return to the starting position.
The wide-legged forward bend. Gently spread your legs wider than shoulder width apart. Make sure your toes are pointed forward. Take a big inhale and exhale, bending at the waist, keeping your legs extended. From here, gently take your hands, grab your ankles, and pull yourself deeper into the pose. Once you begin to rest into this pose, you may clasp your hands behind your back and gently press them forward, extending at the elbows and sinking deeper into this stretch.
Lying on your back, bend one knee and place that foot flat on the floor, keeping the other leg straight, and pull it toward your chest while thinking about pushing the heel towards the ceiling.
Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and both arms straight out at shoulder height. Move your arms in a circular pattern with your hands palm down for 1 minute. Then rest briefly before repeating this motion, this time drawing the circles in the opposite direction. Circles in each direction count as one set.
Bent over T-spine rotation. So Eric's going to get into a bent over position similar to RDL or a bent over row. He's got a good neutral spine position, and he's going to follow his hand with his eyes and rotate up towards the ceiling, moving entirely through his upper back, keeping the hips and the belly button square to the ground the entire time.
This exercise, standing on one leg with a slight bend in your knee, trying to maintain this position without your knee deviating in or out. You will try to maintain this position for 30 to 60 seconds.
For a hip flexor stretch in the lunge position, the side that you want to stretch is going to stay down. Bring the other leg forward so you look like you're in a lunge. Keep your upper body nice and straight, so not leaning forward, but keep it up, and then lean forward with your hips until you feel a stretch through there. Hold that stretch.
Own control. So first thing is we want to take about a hip width. We want to always keep tension on the band, so we're always trying to pull open, right? Our chest is up, so in this position I'm loaded. I'm going to curl, and I'm going to be flexing, so I'm trying to pull the band apart. And you can see I'm keeping a nice tension, but I'm actively pulling the band apart and flexing my arms, right? As you can see, they're working, right? We're keeping tension. I'm squeezing at the top, and I'm back down.
On the floor, take your legs out to the side diagonal depending on your inner thigh flexibility. Be sure your knees are facing up to the ceiling. Stretch the feet, hands go behind your hips, and think posture. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Look to your right side, look to your left shoulder, look straight ahead. Reach both arms up, big inhale up, and then exhale, bend over to your left side. Look to your top arm, stretch through the fingertips. Hips are level, especially the right hip.